Welcome to Xink. This is a big or quick overview of Xink for marketing. When you first log onto your account, this is your first. This is what you see. This is your dashboard. This is where you see how your emails, company email signatures perform. You can see how your campaigns perform. You can see campaign openings. You can see campaign clicks. You can see click-through rate. You can see top performing campaigns. That's those that generate the most clicks. You can see top performing senders. That's the employees that will bring most traffic to your websites. So when everything is set up, this will give you a lot of important information about how everything is running. The first thing you want to do is go to the signatures menu, where you can create company email signatures. You can have one, you can have many, you can have, there's really unlimited. Normally you would have a default signature, you would have a apply forward signature, which is a little bit more a light version with less information. You can even have optional signatures for different mailboxes, or it could be language versions. Optional signatures are those that is not the employee default, but something they can select in Outlook. One of the easiest way to get started is to, let me just show you an example, is to actually upload an existing signature from Outlook or Gmail. This example here is uploaded. You can see it has a quick note here. And the only thing you need to do is simply add the fields. Instead of the title here, you just add the title, the job title field, and then delete the text. And that means it will merge in the job title for the employee that uses this template here. I'll now save it. When you're happy with the email signature, you need to add employees that is going to use the email signature and campaigns. And when it's done saving, we can move on to the employees menu. So we click on employees. This is where you have your employees, the ones you need to manage. It's not necessarily all employees in your company, but those that you need to manage. Again, there are different ways to add employees. You can do it manually. That works for small companies. You can upload via Excel sheet. So that's also a really simple way to do it. Normally you would upload it once and then maintain everything else afterwards in Xink. You can pull in or read information from Active Directory, which is maintained by IT. That means if you update anything in Active Directory, it will appear in Xink whenever you are, typically after one day, or you can schedule it and it will appear sooner if you want that. If you have an Office 365 account, you can also pull from Azure AD. It does not require Office 365, but normally it's something you would have when you are, if you're using Office 365 or moving to Office 365. It's a cloud-based version of Active Directory. So when you have your employees here, you can different ways to provide or add your signatures to those employees is three methods. Company default, that's what you define in the signatures menu. That's a company default, like Anne here example, it's just using company default settings. You can also, for example, if Alexander needs something special, you can click on Alexander and select whatever he needs. In this case, he needs the branded mails as his default and an empty signature as his reply. Or you can apply signatures via rule-based deployment, which typically is something that will apply for a group of people. For example, if department equals sales, then you will get this email signature setting. The next thing you can do is you can go to the campaigns menu and add marketing messages below the email signature. And marketing messages is something you schedule and you can track opening and clicks. And you can also target the campaigns in the same way as signatures. You can target campaigns to signatures. You can target them via rule-based deployment. The most often used campaign is by far the social media campaign. It's something you would select as always active. That means it will run always. You would give it a low priority. That means if some other campaigns is running in the same period, it will appear above the social media. Because it's always active, it doesn't need the first spot because it's always there. And it would normally also go and be applied on all signatures. Another example, if you are doing a conference, then you would schedule the, first you would need to, of course, enable that campaign, and you would schedule it. You can add all the schedules you want. In this case, this would be from 24th to 27th. So you would change the period when it appears, and you would change the like this. When is it? This is it doesn't really matter. 24th of July to 27th of July, and then you would add it maybe only on the employees that are actually attending to this seminar. For example, this. So now you created your email signature, you added your employees, you created some campaigns. Now you need to apply those settings to your employees. Again, there are different ways depending on the company size. I'm just waiting for this to save. Saved. So if you go to employees, the most simple way of doing it is you click on a couple of pilot users and click on the gear wheel and send an invitation email. And that will send off an email with a download link and username and password. And then they will install this small app here, and they will put in their credentials. That's the username and password. And when they do that, this app will be connected with Xink, and that will update Outlook on Windows and Outlook on Mac. And as soon as they have done that, okay, it will appear with a green check mark or green color here. That means they are managed users. For larger organization, you can also let the IT department deploy the client app unattended. And that means it doesn't require any interaction by the employees themselves. So it's all handled automatically. As soon as it appears on the desktop PCs, this app will update the employee Outlook unattended. So the employees doesn't have to do anything. One last thing is the admins menu. Admins menu, this is where you add administrators for your company. Typically you would add you have account administrators, they can do everything. Account administrators can add other administrators, and they can remove other administrators. You would normally add a login for typically a marketing person, which they do not need account administrator rights, but they need to be able to see employees, they need to see the marketing campaigns, and they need to see the signature signs. So now we have Anne set up as a Xink administrator with permissions to manage the 3 campaigns we went through. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.